my New England Patriots are going to be seeing you in Santa Clara, California on like February 9th. All right? Santa Clara. You know what's being held in Santa Clara? The Super Bowl. All right, we're playing in the Super Bowl. Um, you know, all due respect, I don't care if whatever anybody has to say about the easy schedule is, easy schedule that. You don't get to the Super Bowl just by like tiptoeing it. That doesn't just happen. All right, like 80% of teams in the NFL are not beating the Houston Texans defense. 70% of teams are not beating the Broncos defense. 60% of teams are not beating the Chargers defense. So I don't care what anybody has to say. The New England Patriots, don't mind anything in the background. What is that? Oh my God, wait, yeah, let me show this real quick. So if anybody wants to fact check me on being an OG to the Patriots, you can't get any more OG. This is like early. This is straight early 2000s energy right here. Look at this logo. Look at that logo. Come on. Like I came. All right. Obviously, I might have gotten blessed. Okay, as a Patriots fan, I might have gotten blessed a few times. With Thomas Edward Brady and all that tomfoolery. But I don't rock with Tom Brady anymore. All right. After what he's gone, I have not heard Tom Brady one time talk nicely about Drake May, okay, for an extended period of time. I have not heard Tom Brady talk about like a lot of the players on our team well for an extended period of time. Whenever he brings up the Patriots now, he talks about coaching, he talks about the schemes. He says Vrabel this, Vrabel that. He's never bringing up the kid at the helm. There's a 23-year-old kid that is in the Super Bowl when Drake May at this age right now in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady at this age, he wasn't even a starter in the NFL yet. Drake May's in the Super Bowl. He might win the Super Bowl before Tom Brady ever even got his first start. That's ridiculous. And you mean to tell me that you're not going to speak on him? You mean to tell me that you're going to go in front of national television, you're going to say, if the Seahawks and Patriots were to play 10 times, the Seahawks would win 6, the Patriots would probably win 4. You have a statue outside of Gillette Stadium on One Patriot Way or whatever the stadium address is. You have a statue out there. Your jersey's in the Hall of Fame, all right? I don't even have your jersey on for a reason. I got Drake Money May on because Drake May is going to lead us to the promised land, and he's going to do it humbly, all right? Tom Brady, until you fix your whatever you got going on at the crib or something, I don't know what you have going on. If you have like maybe I don't know what's going on with you, but you got some issues, man. Because there's a reason why the Patriots fans aren't messing with you right now. There's a reason. Patriots fans don't just turn on their GOAT quarterback. You don't just turn on them. All right, you are taking the Larry Bird route. You're taking the route of I'm going to win all these championships. I'm going to be the guy. Wait, excuse me. I'm going to be the guy, okay? And I'm going to leave, and I'm not going to represent that team. Paul Pierce is a true Celtic. Kevin Garnett is a true Celtic. Isaiah Thomas is a true Celtic. All right? Even Isaiah Thomas is back at the games more than... Isaiah Thomas has been to more games as a fan of the Celtics than Larry Bird has. I guarantee you that. All right? Vince Wilfork is a true Patriot. Teddy Bruschi is a true Patriot. Mike Vrabel is a true Patriot. Tom Brady wants to go on the internet and say, I don't have a dog in this fight. You threw touchdowns to the head coach, and he was a linebacker. You don't just, you won Super Bowls with that man almost at the helm of your defense. You don't just say, I don't have a dog in this fight. You have a dog in this fight. You just want to take the corporate route, all right? And that's not how that stuff that you go back to San Mateo with that, all right? Because that stuff doesn't run around in New England. We don't do that stuff, all right? You're not gonna be like, no, that stuff doesn't happen, all right? So sorry for that little Tom Brady rant, but that's ridiculous. Tom Brady, you don't just come on. You're not no. No, we don't rock with that. Come on, bro. All right, let's get into the Super Bowl now. We're going to get a little Super Bowl recap. All right, let's see what's going on in the league. All right. All right, so I picked up some stats. I'm going to probably put it up on the screen for a quick second or something like that and I'm going to talk about it. Just like switching up the whole thing. I'm not trying to go face cam up here, whatever, whatever. So this first stat, the Patriots defense against like the A gap and B gap runs. So this is the defense. So without Milton Williams, we have the worst yards per carry in the NFL and the worst stuff rate by a full 10%. That shows Milton Williams' impact. All right. His contract, as I said in the last video, he earned his money 100%. All right. Um, then with him in the game, they have the best in the past 5 years. So I don't know if that's the NFL in the past 5 years. I doubt that. I think it's the best for the Patriots in the past 5 years, which is still pretty good. I mean, at one point we actually in the past 5 years did have one of the best run defenses when we had Matthew Judon. That's ball knowledge right there. Um, so yeah, so 3 yards per carry, and then we have the third best stuff rate at 49%. When you watch the game, you can tell. Like you can genuinely tell when these running backs just get jammed at the line. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, so I would say Milton Williams being a part of this game. I hope he can limit Kenneth Walker big time. I think Kenneth Walker, if he wants to have success in this game, he's gonna have to run outside the tackles. I think a lot of this game, these D lines are so good. I wouldn't say the interior D line of the Seahawks is amazing. I think their edge rushers are the scary part, but I think Travion Henderson is going to be an X factor of this game. And it's going to be in the pass game. I don't think it'll be in the run game. I think the Patriots are actually going to lack a run game because they already struggle when running inside the tackles, inside Campbell and Moses. They already struggle when they run inside those two guys. And this D line isn't the inner D line or the interior D line of the Seahawks is not bad. They're actually above average, if anything. So I doubt that the Patriots are going to have success in the run unless they can send Travion outside the tackles. On a little stretch, I don't know, whatever, toss play, pitch toss. That could work. Now, Kenneth Walker needs to get limited for sure because you mean to tell me you have Christian Gonzalez basically guarding Antonio Brown on the sideline. You can't let them run all over your face. All right. We have to get off the field and let our defense rest because Gonzo is going to get tired and he will get burnt. I mean, come on, it's JSN. Like, let's be honest. All right. So this next one, okay, so this is a crazy one I saw. Ian Rappaport talks about the Nick Eamon situation. So okay, let me preface this. I doubt he is going to not play. Super Bowl, if you are able to walk off the field, like it says right here, safety Nick Eamon was limited in practice on Wednesday with the ankle injury that he suffered during practice. The rookie safety injured his ankle basically defending a pass late practice. He walked off the field before 4 p.m. He walked off on his own. So is the ankle injury that bad? See, the part that makes me think, okay, the ankle injury could be worse than people think, I think he'll play. Will he play at 100%? I don't think so. But I think he will play. What makes me think that, okay, maybe there is something Seahawks fans should be worried about is when their head coach, Mike McDonald, says he had an ankle today. Okay, I don't know what that means, but let's just skip over that part. He had an ankle today. We brought him in to look at it, and we'll kind of go from here and figure out what are the next steps. See, whenever somebody says, what are the next steps? That's when I think that there's something more serious than we think. Because usually when there is a injury and when there's an injury and you kind of know the guy's going to be all right, like when the injury happens, it's not a terrible, terrible injury, they go, oh, he'll be okay, or yeah, he'll be fine, or something like that. When Drake May got asked about his shoulder, I'm fine. So I think maybe there could be something more. Again, he's gonna play this game. You don't sit guys during a Super Bowl unless this guy has tore his ACL smooth off the bone. You play the guy, all right. I mean, you can't not play him. There's no excuse for not playing him. Okay, so this is a stat account that I just randomly saw when I was looking up stats for this game. Um, yeah, I just saw this. It was a interesting stat. So looking at this, I don't actually fully. I mean, I understand what I'm looking at, but the fact that there's so many, it seems to be that there's a lot of weaknesses on the Patriots side of the ball, and not that many on the Seahawks side of the ball. Now, these are very, very, very interesting stats because you're looking at second and 1 through 5. I don't like these are very very intricate stats that I don't think are going to play as much of a role as people think. When you get so intricate in stats, it turns into there's a bit of a random factor in it. And also these guys have people have to understand that let me look at DraftKings, what the DraftKings odds are right now. Or let me look at the odds of this game. Because when a Super Bowl team is favored in a game, it doesn't mean as much as you think. All right. So the line is at 4.5 right now. It's a pick, so it's pretty even 4.5. Yeah, you get 2 weeks of preparation. I mean, Tom Brady said it. Obviously, he's not talking to Drake May because he hates Drake May. I'm gonna be honest. I think Tom Brady's jealous of Drake May, but that's besides the fact. Um, when you see teams like the '07 Patriots lose to the Giants, or even like the second time they lost to the Giants, they were favored in both games. Um, Super Bowl is if you get to the Super Bowl, it's a game. Any football game, when you go out there, unless you got the New York Jets going against the LA Rams or something like that, I'm all due respect, by the way, we need to send the Jets down to the Big Ten. We need to get Ohio State up here. The Jets are so bad, it's not even funny. I feel bad for Jets players. The players are fine. The players are actually pretty good. The management is terrible. Terrible. They we will see how good this management is and how good the decisions can be made in East Rutherford when what they do with these picks, because they have 2 first rounds this year. I'm pretty sure they have 2 second rounds this year. They have 2 first rounds next year. I mean, they're gonna probably, I don't know what they're gonna do with those picks, but if they can't do something with those picks and make the playoffs within the next 4 years, there's something that has to make a big change in New York. But back to this game. Yeah, Seahawks Patriots 4.5. 2 weeks to prepare. You got Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels, very experienced in the playoff or in the Super Bowl. Mike McDonald, no, he's not experienced at all in the Super Bowl. Or maybe he deep in the coaching tree, he at one point got to a Super Bowl. I think was he. I mean, I remember he was obviously Ravens, so they didn't make the Super Bowl. Oh, was he Ravens? Okay, yeah, so I was right. He's never made the Super Bowl before. So I think that there's big time advantage for coaching with the Patriots, but again, I would not be surprised if the Patriots lose this game. They're completely outmatched player wise. The Patriots have a young offense, extremely young offense. The core or the key players on this offense are so young. Travion Henderson, a very young back. Ramondre Stevenson is not young, but he is so inexperienced. I mean, I can't say a young team. I would say very much so inexperienced team. Stephon Diggs, you would say the leader of the offense, at least morale wise. He's never been here. Um, you could say the leader of the defense. I mean, you definitely there are guys that have made the Super Bowl, Milton Williams, but I'd. I mean, this is a very inexperienced team. There's no you can't sugarcoat that. But I think 2 weeks of preparation, any football team can beat any football team. I will stand by that. But it's all going to come down to game day. Will Drake may get nervous? We're going to get into that later on. Excuse me. Okay, let's skip over these complicated stats because I don't see I don't see anything. I mean, dropback percentages look pretty even except for um yeah, they look pretty even except for the Seahawks do seem to have a high like a abnormally high success rate on dropback percentage. That's probably due to JSN, I'd assume. And then also, yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about this. These are very intricate stats. Red zone actually would be very interesting to look at. The Patriots look like they're fried on the red zone. In the red zone. Yeah. Again, I'm not worried about this stuff. All the intricate stuff goes out the window when you get 2 weeks to prepare for like you have 2 weeks to just focus on one team. There's a lot that can go down in those 2 weeks. All right, let's look at this real quick. This is a tweet from NFL Researcher. It says the Seahawks defense this season, including playoffs, they have the 22.3% blitz rate, fifth lowest in the NFL. They have a 38.1 pressure rate, the fourth highest in the NFL. 48% pressure rate with the blitz, third highest, and 35% pressure without the blitz, fifth highest. So that's interesting because if they can pressure without blitzing, that puts that's that's not it's not ideal. Again, Drake May does again, you see in the tweet at the bottom, Drake May passer rating in these situations. Drake May thrives in the blitz this season. He's been like obviously we haven't seen a lot from him these playoffs. I'd say because um well, I would blame the weather for the Broncos game somewhat. He did not look. It did not look pretty in the first half, but he's um usually pulls it together looking or coming out of halftime. But it was already snowing by then. Houston game again. I'm putting it on the snow, and these are tough defenses, man. Like you got like the Seahawks. I'd rather play the Seahawks defense over the Houston Texans defense. All due respect, and I wouldn't say the same for the Broncos. I rather play the Broncos defense over the Seahawks defense. And again, the Chargers game, you know, he threw for 260. Again, the other team or the Broncos were down when he was throwing for a lot of yards. But Drake May with his legs these playoffs has been so clutch. It's not even funny. His legs have won us games single handedly, alongside the defense that's been playing out of their mind. But his legs have been helping us tremendously. But let's go back to this. So Drake May's passer rating in these situations versus the blitz, he's first in the NFL. No blitz, he's fifth in the NFL. So blitz or not, the guy's going to be top five. These guys can be top five blitz or not. Under pressure first. Under pressure with the blitz second. Under pressure without blitz fourth. He thrives in the blitz. As I said, like you can't put anything. I feel like a lot of NFL watchers have known this all season. He thrives in the blitz. Is he kind of just like the little. Oh my god! I don't know. It's just magic when I watch him play. Okay, let's look at this right now. This is next gen stats. So yeah. So Seahawks get after it on defense. These are next gen stats for the Seahawks. So we're looking at this. So they are the only team with 5 players with 40 plus pressures each. Who am I scared of on this defense? I don't know much about Nwosu, and I don't know enough. Like I don't know enough about Nwosu and Boye Mafe, but I'm definitely scared of that top three. DeMarcus Lawrence, Byron Murphy, Leonard Williams are a pretty scary top three. I wouldn't want to play them, obviously, or we are playing them, but I wouldn't choose to play these guys. I would say that we have a pretty um we have a pretty comparable line. I wouldn't say our the edge pressure is as good, but definitely I would actually argue that our tackles are better. Sue me. Defensive tackles that is. Okay, so yeah, Jackson Smith and Jigba is just. I'm not even gonna look at not even gonna look at his stats, but yeah, Jackson Smith and Jigba is just ridiculous. Okay, so let's look at Drake May. Drake May's pressure. Uh, Drake May's pressure to sack ratios. Yeah, so early in the season, he was pretty good handling the pressure. And actually, throughout most of the regular season, he was until he met teams like Cleveland, Atlanta, who had pretty good D lines, I would say. Again, Atlanta in the regular season, all due respect, Atlanta was one of the toughest games we played. Like we, yeah, it was one of the toughest games we played for sure because they it was a 1 point game or 3 point game or something like the 2 point game. Um, it was a really close game, and Atlanta's defense was serious, and their offense was definitely serious as well. I did not expect that from their offense, but their defense was serious, and I would say throughout the regular season, he had a pretty good pressure sack ratio. He definitely was able to get out the pocket and extend plays slash secure the football. But you look at the bottom right now, that's not a good look at all. Given Houston, Denver, snowing, you're not going to throw the ball when it's snowing, like when you're up by 3 in a snow game when you know the other team can't score. You just don't want to turn the ball over in a bad situation. So he was definitely taking extra sacks. I didn't need to. Now, the Chargers game, Will Campbell. I mean, Will Campbell was terrible. The Chargers and Houston game, he was terrible. I mean, you can't really like sugarcoat it. He was just terrible. Denver game, he pleasantly surprised me. I was pleasantly surprised with him. But yeah, that's not anything too crazy. I think it's really gonna. Um, I don't think. I think it'll probably be like a 40 to 50% pressure to sack ratio, maybe. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as these games because you have to keep in mind the D line of Denver, elite. The D line of Houston, elite. Like I'm talking Houston's historic. All right, Houston's D line is historic. All right, they're probably a top 10 D line of all time. Denver got Nick Menino, Zach Allen, Jonathan Cooper. I'm pretty sure, and I mean, whatever you got. You got some guys. It was snowing again. Chargers game. You got Khalil Mack. You got Tui Pelotu. You got some guys. But I mean, you got what's his name, Leonard, Byron Murphy, and Demarcus Lawrence. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking probably 50% pressure to sack ratio is what we're gonna get. Really depends on Will Campbell. I'm gonna be honest. It actually really does big time depend on Will Campbell. Um, so yeah, this right here. I mean, this is so odd when people do this. Super Bowl 60 head ref is Sean Smith, and Pats fans should be pleased. Smith's crew ref the Patriots' divisional round win over the Texans. Historically, his playoff games skew against the favorites 2-5 at the spread. Dude, this is so like odd when people care about who the ref is. The Yeah, I'll keep reading actually. Smith's crew throws fewer flags overall, but the league high 35% of those penalties result in automatic first downs, 28%, 28.3% NFL average. So they're basically saying that these guys throw a lot of automatic first down calls. Oh, but a league high. Yeah, they throw a lot of first down flags. So they're not throwing they're throwing basically these pass interference calls, these holding calls if you're first and 10, I guess. I don't know how they would count that. Is it automatic first down? Because if you're first and 10 and there's a holding call, oh wait, no, that's actually gonna push you back. Scratch everything I just said. Scratch everything I just said. But yeah, so this is interesting. Now, I'm hoping Gonzo doesn't get too handsy with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And Jigba's fast. Gonzo's fast as well. Gonzo's more of a guy that he's gonna tail and he wants to use his speed to catch up to you at the very end when he knows the ball. Gonzo plays face. He's in your face. He doesn't even want to catch the ball. Gonzo does not want to catch the ball. Gonzo plays a type of defense where he wants you to not even get targeted. He wants to eliminate you from the game. He doesn't want to get an interception. He doesn't want to get a pass deflection. He doesn't want any of that. He wants to take you out of the game. He wants the quarterback to not even look your way after the first quarter. All right? Then this tweet says, good news, the New England Patriots ranked 6th fewest penalties in the regular season. Like, this ref stuff does not matter at all. It doesn't matter at all. All right. These refs are so nervous that they're even the refs in the Super Bowl. They're so nervous. Forget all that stuff. We got so Drake May in his shoulder. I was supposed to make this video probably 2 days ago before this got reported, or right actually when this got reported. So Drake May says this is what Mike Reese says, by the way, who's very he's big Boston guy, you know. Oh, sorry, I'm getting down. So Drake May says he felt he turned a corner with his right shoulder around the time the flight arrived in San Jose on Sunday, and he liked the way it responded today at practice. That's huge. Drake May also injury reports. Let me actually pull up the injury reports for both teams. Okay, so this is the injury report right now. I'm actually going to favorite this so I can put this in the video. So, yeah, you got Jake Bobo, full participation, cool. Charles Cross, I'm going to be honest, maybe I have lack of ball knowledge, all due respect, but I don't know who Charles Cross is. And if he is a starting tackle, limited on a foot, okay, who cares? Sam Darnold, limited oblique injury, probably rest or precautionary. Could it be something more? Maybe. I don't think so. He's been playing on it for the past 2 weeks. This oblique thing's been happening since like wild card, or even before the wild card. Who cares? Nicky Manwari, we've been knowing about that. Resting Jackson Smith, resting Leonard, resting DeMarcus Lawrence. Cool. Drake May's full participation. That's great. Robert Spillane did not participate. He has mentioned multiple times he does expect to play. Hey, Robert Spillane, dude, if you don't play in the Super Bowl, I'm confused. What game are you planning on playing in? Because you are 31 or 32. You are, you're definitely putting money in your 401k. You're old. You're really old, dude. Like, you need to play this game. This is your shot. You got one. You really, like, maybe next year, maybe. We're in the Super Bowl now. Go win it now. All right, bud? And then you got Harold Landry. He's been dealing with his knee thing all year. I mean, it's been getting on my nerves all year, but you can't really, it's just clearly a lingering thing. But it's whatever. He's always on the injury report with nowadays. But it's all good. As long as Drake May's healthy, I think we'll be all good. Then you got, let's see these. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about this for a second. I'm going to go to this camera real quick. I'm going to go over here real quick. All right, let's look at this really quickly because this is Cortland Sutton. I'm going to show you I'm going to show you Patrick Surtain right after. But yeah, let's listen to what the Broncos players are talking about for the Super Bowl.
You'll drive yourself crazy sitting there thinking about the what ifs, and so I eventually got over the what ifs, but I haven't got over the situation. I told my boy, I said maybe after the game I'll get over it. Once Super Bowl ends, I'll get over it. But best of luck to both of those teams going out there performing, doing their thing. You know, everyone knows the Broncos should have been in there, but it's all right. You'll drive yourself.
Yo, Cortland Sutton, bro. Nobody knows the Broncos were supposed to be in that game. Matter of fact, bro. Let me pull something up real quick, Cortland. Because you want to know who was supposed to be in that game, right? Right? Wait, let's look at something real quick, Cortland. Right? Right? Because we want to do all the tomfoolery, right? Right, Cortland. Cortland Sutton. Dude. You had 3 catches for 17 yards. You did not want to win that game. Nobody knows who was supposed to be in that game. The world knows the Patriots because they won that game. I don't care if you had Bo Nix in that game or not. How many targets did you have? 5 targets. You only caught 3. Hold on to the ball next time. You just hold on to the ball. Maybe you get a first down. Maybe you go kick a field goal, tie the game, go win in overtime. Just hold on to the ball. You just need to hold on to the ball. That's all you need to do. That's your job too, right? All you need to do is run fast, do a little one of these, go catch the ball. That's all you need to do. That's your literal only job, bro. You're not a quarterback hitting can't. You don't need to do all that stuff. You don't need to go, eagle, fly, eagle. You don't need to do any of that. Sit there like a good boy, okay? Run. Do a little one of these, Jordan's signature shimmy, and catch the ball. Just catch the ball. That's all you need to do. Your running back had more receiving yards than you. The running back. He's not even supposed to know how to catch. He just runs. He doesn't even do the catching part. You suck, Courtland Sutton. You suck. Now I'm gonna go to Patrick Surtain. He can talk. Okay, he can talk his talk because he did pretty good. I mean, he did pretty excellent in the AFC Championship game, if I do say so myself. But again, all these teams are just sore losers when they play. Not even all these teams, just the Broncos. Nick Bonito. What did he say? It sucks because we're really the better team. You're not the better team, bro. You are not the better team. The better team would have won that game. You didn't win that game. Courtland Sutton. We know the Patriots are in the Super Bowl. Nobody in the world thinks that you were supposed to win that game. Bo Nix was not saving you from dropping those balls. You have butterfingers, buddy. Butterfingers. Patrick Surtain. Let's see what he said.
You got a score prediction for Super Bowl 60?
35-7 Seattle.
I think everybody in Broncos country, it's funny. You got a score prediction?
35-7. That's hilarious, bro. Now, it's possible because Patriots could either keep this game close and win close or they get smoked out, bro. I don't see the Super Bowl happening any other way other than the Patriots keep it close and win or they get smoked. Because the Patriots lose, they're getting smoked. So, that's end all be all. Patrick Surtain, he can talk. Sutton, don't talk. Benito, don't talk. Both of y'all underperformed in the game. Come on, bro. All right, let's get back to what we were supposed to be talking about real quick. The matchup: Seahawks versus Patriots. Sorry, everybody. I just had to go on a little tangent because some things just really piss me off. Because you cannot, just some things seriously piss me off. Let's look at some film real quick because I love videos like these. I love it when somebody puts on Twitter and I don't even need to do any work. Every single Will Campbell versus Nick Bonito snap. This is cinema. Let's go. I'm hyped. Let's see. I'm going to kick back. Matter of fact, I'm putting my feet up. I'm kicking back. All right, dude. You bad rep. Terrible rep. But all right, let's keep in mind for a second. Nick Bonito is one of the fastest edge rushers in the NFL. He didn't even need to put a hand on Will Campbell for Will Campbell to miss. So I'm going to give Will Campbell a slight pass, but don't be doing that again. I can't let anybody touch Drake May. Great rep. That's a great rep by Will Campbell. I mean, Drake May's kind of throwing fast, but that was a great rep. But that's good. Get the ball out quick. Another great rep. Tom Brady got the ball out quick. Again, we don't rock with Tom Brady over here, though. Not right now. Not until he apologizes or something. Or he needs an explanation. Another good rep. That's a great rep. I don't care about the bad ball. Great rep. Great rep again. Look at Will Campbell up top. Look at Drake May go. Another great rep. Great. Now it's snowing. Doesn't matter. Look at him. He's tracking the... Yep. Love this. He really made up... Yep. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nick Benito, are you on the floor, son? What are you doing? That's a bad look. That's a bad look right there. You're a grown man, by the way. Maybe like 25 years of age on the floor. Come on. You're good. Okay, so that sack doesn't really matter. Snowing out, I'd rather you take the sack than throw the ball away into like triple coverage or something. Um, you know, Will Campbell really he really he really stepped up this game. He stepped up big time. I hated on Will Campbell a lot previously. I actually was talking crazy about him before this game. He earned himself a spot. He actually earned himself a jersey. I'm probably gonna buy a jersey from him. All right. Okay, so look. This tweet right here from Football Insight says Seattle inner O line at least partly responsible for 89% of allowed pressure to Darnold. So the interior O line is actually the part of the O line that's allowing the most pressures. See, I don't actually know who the starting tackles of. See, I don't know much about the Seattle like trench. I mean, no, actually, I do know a lot about the Seattle trench. I don't know anything about their tackles. Am I like, is this zero ball knowledge? Who are these? All right, whatever it is. Um, Seattle ranks 20th when opposing defensive stunts, but third when they don't. New England stunts at the fifth highest rate defensive. Okay, yeah. So there's going to be some serious like game planning. Everybody's going to have to game. I love this. This is like when coaching. When it comes to the Super Bowl, coaching matters so much. It's not even funny. Like you really, it's like literally going to be a chess game out there. I love this. This is great. All right, let's watch some videos now. This video has been literally 45 minutes, but let's watch some videos now. I might cut it short if these videos get boring. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, some of these videos genuinely get boring. Let's watch my boy Joe Milton. Joe Milton's the caption of the video. So this is Joe Milton responding to Cam Newton calling the Patriots fool's gold. Let's see.
Wait, Cam Newton and the schedule thing, like the schedule being easy and this team is fool's gold. What do you make of that?
I don't listen to nothing Cam says.
See, that's like, come on, bro.
Why
Why would anybody... Cam Newton, respectfully, bro. Respectfully, of course. I don't think anybody should be listening to what anything Cam Newton has to say. Cam Newton, you were a one-season wonder. All due respect. One-season wonder. How do you get cut from a team 4 years after winning an MVP? Answer the question. It's because you were a one-season wonder. You were literally... Carolina Panthers... You said it yourself. You went to the stadium with your son. There was nothing up there. None of that Cam Newton stuff. I mean, do they rock with you at Auburn? I mean, I hope they do. Didn't you win you went crazy over there. You went crazy. They probably got some stuff with you at Auburn. You say Carolina, they don't know you in Carolina, bro. They don't know you. All right. Let's see another video. These videos are really boring. Okay, let's see Will Campbell's video, and I'm ending this because the videos are actually pretty bad. I was gonna go through all the videos from the media and stuff, but I don't really. That's all that like nonsense. All those nonsense questions. I don't really care about that. Yeah. Let's look at this Will Campbell. He's talking about his injury and the recovery from his injury. Let's see this.
Will, the first three games of your playoff career, you faced some absolute dudes off the edge. Khalil Mack, Will Anderson, and Nick Benito. The first couple games, there was some tough sledding for the whole O-line at different times. But then in Denver, you specifically played a really, really good game, held Benito to one pressure, and kept Drake clean for pretty much all game. What kind of adjustments were there? Are you just getting healthier, or what was it?
I think, I didn't play for 5 weeks. And, when I did get hurt, I felt like I was playing pretty good ball. And obviously I was disappointed to get hurt and things like that. And I just felt like, I kind of felt like last week was the first week I kind of felt like myself back out there, just moving around. Kind of had everything, my timing, everything kind of down. And I was just excited.
How did Braves keep you level-headed and keep your confidence up as you recovered from that and came back, worked your way along?
Yeah, he's great. Obviously it's not easy to come back from injury or get hurt in general, but not only Braves, all the coaches, all the training staff, my teammates were extremely helpful to me mentally, and just helped me get back and get prepared to go.
That's a good sign for the Patriots, of course. We're gonna need Will Campbell against this team. All due respect. I mean, I'm worried about the whole line. Will Campbell and Jared Wilson seem like the weakest links. If he can step up, that'll be huge, huge. Like really, really, really huge. Um, I think that's it. Real quick, I'm gonna just gloss over everything, just check, and I'm just gonna give my opinion on the game. I know this is an hour-long video, but you know, sometimes recaps are gonna be an hour because this is the Super Bowl. There's no like this is the end of the season. Now, this is the last time I'm gonna not the last time I'm talking about football for sure not. I'm talking off season. I'm talking all come on. But this is the last time I'm gonna be able to talk before the Super Bowl. Come on, I gotta get some stuff out there. Um yeah, so there was one last tweet right now from Pete Collins. Interesting wrinkle with the Pats defense. They struggle to stop wide receiver ones. Yet they don't have Christian Gonzalez shadowing them at all times. He's playing one side of the field. Gonzo, or no, gonna dig deeper, but curious if anyone knows the reasoning here. Feels counterintuitive when you got a potential lockdown guy. Um, yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking that they're gonna probably have Gonzo on JSN all game long. I mean, I think that that's what JSN is going to be practicing for, and I think that's what the public thinks is going to happen. Are they going to go back in the day when they used to double the wide receiver one and they used to put their best corner on the wide receiver two, and you just straight up eliminate both the guys from the game, possibly. Now, is that before the time? Is that before the day of two high safety? Yes. Two high safety is huge now. Everybody's running to two eye safety. Back then, you just put one safety up top, see where things go. But now things changed. So, yeah, I would say that I'm obviously rooting for the Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to win as a Patriots fan. Is there a good chance the Seahawks do win? Yeah. I'd say that there's a 30% chance the Patriots win. And I mean, it's going to really be a good game. As much as people want to say, if Drake May plays the way that Drake May can play, this is a game. Like, it's a 50-50 game. If Drake May can play Drake May football, it's a 50-50 game. I don't care what anybody says. If he plays how he played in the regular season as an MVP candidate, it's a 50-50 game. Because Sam Darnold has obviously the help on defense and offense. He has Jackson Smith and Jigba. Drake May has Stephon Diggs. If Stephon Diggs has one of those games that we saw when he had against the Ravens and the Bills the first time, that's clutch. Like, that's clutch stuff. This can be different. Now, if Kenneth Walker has a game, we lose. If they can run, we lose. Because we're not going to be able to get pressure all game. Jackson Smith and Jacob is going to get open at one point. And if you watch Gonzo play defense, he's not like he can lock them down to a certain extent. After a while, it gets to a point. But yeah, I'm just excited to watch this game. It's gonna be a great game, and we've waited 5 whole years. 5 years. I mean, it's been or no, 6 years or 7 years. I think it's 7 years. 6, 7 years. Yeah, 7 years since we've been in the Super Bowl. It's been a long time. We got a new guy quarterback. I want to see Drake May do well, just for Drake May, because people have been talking crap on him all year. But all due respect, every great quarterback has crap thrown on them. Every great quarterback. They literally tried to put scandals on Tom Brady so he just couldn't play football. And even when he was out, the Patriots went 3-1. I don't care. This is the end of the video. Thank y'all for watching. Go Patriots. Let's have a good, fair game. I don't want any of the. Let's just keep it all on the field. All that. If we lose, I'll do respect. I might have to take a few mental health days or something like that. Like, this is bad. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I'll see y'all after the game, maybe before the game. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. But I'll see y'all next time.